Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back in for another Market Watch Investments video for you guys tonight. Getting things kickstarted with Triinfecting Virus. This is the OG Super Rare prints from Magician's Force, a very legendary Gen 1 set. One of my all-time favorite super rares. Artwork is just completely unparalleled on this, and this got unbanned a couple lists ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at some first editions. Unlimiteds are wavering around 7 bones. About 5 pages on the market here, and doesn't look like we get any first editions on the first 2 pages. We get our first editions on the 3rd page for roughly around 15 bones for lightly played. Pretty nice price point for Tribe. Moving on to Blue Eyes White Dragon. So continuing on with my Crusade, my Gen 1 through 3 starter deck for collectors value, specifically first editions only. This is what I consider Generation 2 starter deck evolutions, Kaiba and Yugi, specifically for the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician super rares. Again, exclusively only for the first editions, as this is for collector's value. 5+ pages on the market here for TCG Player. We do not see any first editions. It looks like on the first 2 pages or the first 3 pages. Looks like the market is finally starting to catch on to this hidden gem in the rough. This is definitely a really great thing for people to break into the collector's market for a very reasonable and affordable price. It looks like page 7 is when we start seeing our first editions here, and they're about 5 bones, pretty much all across the board here when you factor in shipping. So rightfully so, this is well on its way to being a collector's card. It's not the best artwork, but again, this is an extremely old card, and I really have a thing for this card, and I really think it's going to break through in the collector's market, just like the Gen 3 Reloaded Ultimate Rare first editions and the Gen 1 Ultras, which are just amazing. I mean, those have been in the collector's market forever. Mirroring over to the Yugi starter deck here, Dark Magician Super, a little bit cooler artwork over here. About 5+ pages here on the market. We're looking again for the first editions exclusively. We get one on the 2nd page here for roughly around 2 bones. It's a nice little pickup there for a lightly played. Moving on here to the 3rd page. It looks like it was like a lone survivor for the first edition. Not too many on here. Keep on going, hunting for the first editions. And very scarce here. So you can see the trend. These are really slowly starting to trickle away, vanish on the market. 2 bones here for the next first edition, and then about 3 bones here, and kind of just trickles up to 3+ after that. So about $2 down from the Blue Eyes, so rightfully so. I think Blue Eyes is a little bit more of a fan favorite, higher tax, same amount of tributes, but depends on player choice. Yuki or Kaiba, up to you. Next is going to be Spirit Reaper. I've always loved this card. Of course, there's the Super Rare Champions Pack 3, which is having some pretty ungodly price points between 114 to 200 bones. I have the Legendary Collection 4 Ultra Rares, which are really nice, about a bone or so. Gold Series 4, also kind of pretty nice choice here. And then, of course, we have the OG Rares, which are actually my personal favorite. Also, Legendary Collection 3, Yugi's World, Dawn, and Ultra Rare as well. These Ultra Rares from Legendary Collection 3 and 4 are really nice, very affordable. They're about $1. I would not disregard the original print. Again, Pharaonic Guardian is a Generation 1 set, very nostalgic, very, very great collectability behind this, but more specifically for the first editions, these are pretty hard to get first edition because these cards are just ancient, especially if you want something in pretty good play. Again, you only see on the whole entire market here for TCGP, there's only 3 pages, and the first edition is roughly around a little over 2 bones. So that's actually not too bad. It is lightly played, which, still pretty good within the player choice standard of lightly played to near mint. The next one we get here is about 3 bones, and it kind of trickles up after that. Again, just not a lot of first editions on the market, and this was just an amazing, and still to this day, is a very, very great rare. Next is going to be the Ultimate Rare version of Neospacian Grand Mole. There's other cool rarities, like got the Dual Saga Ultra Rare and the DTs. Of course, this being the Ultimate Rare, super awesome. Strike of Neo's original set. And it looks like starting price for this specifically is going to be about $56, and the first editions jump all the way to $67, and it kind of just trickles up after that. Only 3 pages on the market. The artwork looks fantastic in this. I own 1 copy of this Ultimate First, and it looks just great. This is one of my all-time classic anti-meta cards. Usually played as a one-of. Grand Soul is going to be next as the OG print Secret Rare from Return of the Duelist. Really cool artwork, pretty cool effects in this. Kind of got like a dark art dark arm dragon like summoning condition here. Really love the artwork. It's just fantastic. And Earth has kind of gotten sporadic support throughout the times. Several pretty cool Earth based decks here, and really cheap, about 2 bones for unlimiteds, because unlimiteds are extremely undesirable in my opinion, but I'm very much knees deep in the collector's market, so it's just kind of some white Mexican logic there for you guys. First edition here is going to be on the second page for about 5 bones if you factor in shipping, and then that kind of is how it averages out for the rest of them. So pretty awesome on that. Next is going to be Windup Zen Mains. This card's aesthetic is just amazingly beautiful. It's like Skittles, rainbow acids for days. I love the deep secret rare foiling in this. Photon Shockwave, I believe, was the second set that we got after we donned XYZs and Gen Force, and this just with the black embroidering, it's just amazing. It's a really awesome card, and this was one of the strongest rank 3s back in the day, up there with Levier and Leviathan Dragon. Really great, awesome history and merit alone on this card. Really great artwork, and super generic too. A little bit slow nowadays for gameplay, but still a really awesome card. Unlimiteds are sitting around 7 bones. There is 4 pages here on the market, and the first edition is going to be on the second page for roughly almost around just a hair under 12 bones, and then it trickles up after that. And rightfully so, Zen Mains is awesome. Really quick, I wanted to do a brief overview of Generation Force. This was a transition set, amazing merit on history alone on this set. This is a set that donned us, the XYZ cards. And there is some really great collectible cards here, like Ghost Rare Leviathan Dragon. This, of course, a couple different versions of this, but this being the best. And, one of the more affordable Ghost Rares, in my personal opinion. Ghost Rares are pretty much averaging about 100 plus. Some for even ones that aren't even first edition. And I've collected a couple of these in my day throughout the time. I just really just love the artwork. Not really a playable card anymore. Doesn't really do anything. Pretty much completely inferior in nowadays game state. But just an amazing collector's card. It was the tour guide play, and the history behind this is just really great. And it's a Ghost Rare, so Ghost Rares are really cool. About 33 bones for starting price. Those are for the unlimited. It's about 4 pages here on the market, and the first edition we get here that we played is about 68 plus or so. So about double for first editions, rightfully so. Makes sense. There's also some really cool cards in here. Of course, there's ultimate rare versions of Never 17 as well, and there's also Levier Dragon, which is to this day my all-time favorite rank 3 XYZ. It's an amazing card. Big Dark World fan. Love playing the whole Gates of the Underworld remove. Whip out Tour Guide, which is at 3 now, which is super awesome. And then, special summoning back a Brow or a Snow or whatever it is, bouncing back for Graph. Really classic play. Great stuff. We got Ultimate Rare Levier looking at between 12, 11. For Leviathan, Levier's sitting between, 33, 34, depending on the rarities you want to get. And just an all-around just amazing set. We got OG Original Secret Rare Roach. Pain Painter, still to the day, really awesome Secret Rare Zombie card. I don't really know who plays this, but the artwork and rarity being a Secret Rare and being extremely old, and still to this day being a solo print is just really insane. Holds pretty good price value. We got Secret Rare versions of Trias and Adrius back in the day. These cover just like huge rank 5 Dominators, still really cool and their own merit alone, OG Secret Rares. So just an all-around amazing set. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you guys are making some amazing Yu-Gi-Oh investments yourself. Yu-Gi-Oh has been part of my life for almost 2 decades. It's something I feel very passionately about. I love the brotherhood, the trades, the investments, everything great that goes into this game. And that's pretty much all I have to say tonight. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been showcasing by the White Mexican, and I'll see you in the next video.